Hey everybody, it's the Burger Dude, and today I want to show you how to make a spicy chicken sandwich like Wendy's, but vegan and way better. And today we're going to be making it two ways. The first way I want to show you is using Gardein, which is something we do often here at the Burger Dude. And you don't need the scallopinis if you can't find them. If you can find these strips, just let them thaw like you would with the scallopinis and just mash them together like this. And I believe I used about 8 strips per patty. And for a bag of the meatless strips, that should give you about 3 patties. So just use as many as you like to get the size that you like. And then once you got them all nice and shaped up, add them to a plate and then throw them in the fridge while we get all of our other stuff going on for our breading station. But first, before we get to the breading station, I'd like to show you another way to make some vegan chicken patties. And this is based off a recipe by Sauce Stache. It basically is his recipe. I just cut out a few things and added a few more seasonings. But the basis is very much his, so check out the link in the description if you want to see his original video. And all we're going to do is throw together some pea protein and a little bit of vital wheat gluten, followed by some tapioca flour. He calls for arrowroot flour, but I didn't have any handy, so I used that. And this says vegetarian, but it's actually a vegan chicken bouillon. It's very delicious. You can get it at Asian markets or online. This mushroom seasoning, again, you could find that in some Asian markets or online as well. And then next is some methyl cellulose. This is going to help bind it and keep everything together, and it's going to create a really nice, firm vegan chicken patty. And then we got some refined coconut oil to give it some fat. And then we're just going to add about a half cup of water, and then we're going to go ahead and blend it up. And if you don't have a food processor like this, you can totally use a blender. That will work as well. I just like the food processor because it has a wider base, so it's a little bit easier for me to mix stuff up. And at first, it's going to be a bit crumbly, so you're going to want to add a little bit of water at a time and then blend it. And just keep adding a little bit of water at a time as you're blending. You just want to get it till it starts to come together, because if you add too much water, it's going to be really sticky. It's going to be really hard to work with. So just add in a little bit at a time. I'm probably adding in about a tablespoon or so at a time. And eventually, you're going to see it kind of come together like that. And just go ahead and process that for a bit, because you really want to activate that gluten, and pull it out like this and give it a nice pull and see those nice shreddable sort of strands that we got, those gluten strands. That's what you want to see. Oh, and by the way, I just want to show you all, you could totally just make little vegan chicken nuggets if you want to, but that's not what we're doing today. We're doing full-on chicken sandwiches. And I'm not sure if this is necessary to knead it once you get it out of the food processor, because that's basically what the food processor was doing. But, you know, I did it just for fun anyways. And then after that, you want to roll it out. And I rolled mine out to about a ½ inch, I believe. And unlike other seitan recipes, some seitan recipes at least, this won't expand once we cook it. It's going to stay pretty much the same size. So you definitely want to cut it out to the size that you want, and don't worry about it, getting bigger. A lot of times when you cook seitan, it'll expand a little bit, but these are going to stay pretty much the same size. And I like to round off the corners a little bit, give it a little bit more of an organic shape. And there you go. I got 4 vegan chicken patties out of that lot, and then we're going to cover it for about 30 minutes and just let it rest and let that gluten develop a little bit more. And once it's rested for about a half an hour, we're going to take them and we're going to throw them in some simmering water, and we're going to simmer them for about 45 minutes. And it's just important that you simmer. Do not boil these, otherwise you're going to ruin the texture. So after they've been simmering for 45 minutes, we're going to let them cool off on a paper towel lined plate until they're at room temperature. Should take about 20 or 30 minutes or so. And once they're at room temperature, we're going to throw them in some foil. If you got some parchment paper to keep them separated, that's even better. And then we're just going to go ahead and refrigerate them overnight. And then once they've been refrigerated, let's get our breading station together. And we're going to add in pretty much what we usually do here at the Burger Dude, but we are going to add in a bunch of cayenne because we want to make these spicy. Obviously, use as much cayenne as you're comfortable with. We also have this Mrs. Dash chicken seasoning, but you could use any sort of poultry seasoning or all-purpose seasoning that you like. Got some more of that mushroom seasoning for some good umami flavor. And then we're going to whisk that up. And this is our dry station. And this should be enough breading for 3 of these patties. Next, we're going to do some unsweetened plant milk. We're going to add in some pickle brine from a pickle jar, some apple cider vinegar, and what we're doing here is creating a vegan buttermilk, and you want to make sure that this gets nice and thick. Going to add some hot sauce, because like I said, these are going to be spicy, as well as, of course, some more cayenne. And that's basically it. Just give that a whisk. Let that sit for a bit so it'll thicken up and activate the buttermilk. And then all we need to do is heat up some oil to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And I recommend canola, peanut, vegetable, any oil that it has a high smoke point, so don't use olive oil. And now we're just gonna simply double dredge our vegan chicken. And this is the first one, is the one that is based off of the Sauce Stache recipe. And these are very firm. These are gonna be a lot sturdier than the Gardein, which is very helpful for breading them. So go ahead and double dredge them. Make sure you get some flour all over and shake off the excess. And then carefully add it to the oil, probably a little bit more carefully than I did. And these fried up pretty quick. I would say this fried up in 4, maybe 5 minutes, maybe even less than that. I mean, look at that beautiful, crunchy, spicy fried chicken. Let that rest on a wire rack. And next we're gonna fry up the Gardein chicken patty. And this one, I kind of biffed it right there. I don't know if you noticed, but I let it splash a bit of oil out of there, and I could have really hurt myself. So be a lot more careful than I was. And there you go. That's what the Gardein chicken looks like. Pretty much the same. The breading is the same, so that's why it looks the same from the outside. And now, really all we got to do is we just got to plate it up. So what we're going to do now is get a toasted bun. We're going to add our vegan chicken on top, some lettuce, and some tomato. And then, of course, some vegan mayo and that top bun. And now you're ready to eat. And this was, seriously, one of my favorite vegan fried chicken sandwiches I've ever made, because I do like things spicy. And this was like the perfect level. It was spicy without really kicking your butt, but also it definitely made its presence known. And that breading, super, super good too. And this is the vegan chicken that we made from scratch. And this one was phenomenal as well. And honestly, I really liked them both just about the same. They're both super good. This one is a little bit firmer, so it's easier to work with. And the Gardein one is obviously easier to put together. But you know what? No matter how you decide to make it, I hope you all do give this recipe a shot. And if you do, let me know how it goes. And I'll see you all next week.